This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by Cashfly, GoDaddy,
and Martha Stewart's linens. Linens so smooth it feels like rolling naked in fog.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. All right, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com.
Welcome to Diggnation, episode number 33. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the top stories that we find on the social news website Dig, which is Digg.com.
Beautiful, Kevin.
Thank you.
We're here coming to you from sunny Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
Central? Whatever. San Francisco. It's hot as ballsack here. I got off the plane, it's like 76. I'm like, wait.
I know. You just came right with ballsack.
Well, you know.
Right out the bat.
Why wait? You know what I mean? If you're going to get into it, let's just get right into it.
It is hot. It's hot as all hell. It's funny
It
because
is.
Daniel Burka from Silver Orange, Dig's designer, is out here visiting, and we're doing some design work, and he's telling me it's like negative degrees in Toronto right now.
Not here.
It's not here, not here.
No
so,
siree,
yeah,
booby.
we're happy.
Well, I don't know. It's a little much.
How's it in LA?
It's warm. Not as sacky, but warm. Anyway, beers? Or Chivas, as it is that you're drinking?
Well, here's the deal. I thought, it's been, 33 weeks,
Jesus.
and we've been drinking a lot of beer. So I figured, why not change it up a little
We've
bit?
only done 2 episodes without beer.
We have.
Yeah,
we didn't.
we did the liquor one in the big margarita.
What liquor one?
The margarita ones on the Vegas Strip.
Oh, yeah.
And then tea after the Japanese one.
Yeah, but we drank during that episode with the tea, right?
We drank tea.
No, I thought we had something else, didn't we?
I
don't remember. Anyway.
You might have, but I was just all tea because I had just come off the flight. Prager and I had just woken up
That's right.
groggy after 9 hours on the thing. So, shoot.
Yeah, so I got the Little Penguin. It's a Southeastern Australia Chardonnay.
Ooh,
It's very light, very crisp, a little hint of oak in there.
nice.
Yeah.
Those
good stuff.
Aussies are really, they do well with their cheap wine. Mm-hmm.
It was only like $6.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Little Penguin.
What'd you get?
Le Petit Concon. I made that word up. I got Fat Tire Amber Ale.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you bought me Fat Tire Amber Ale because I
Yes.
was on a plane. We've had it before. I actually had the big 22, and it's great. I mean, you can't beat it. It's nice. Fort Collins, Colorado.
Good deal.
They know what they're doing. So, good times.
Yep.
Moving along. First story. MacGyver is back. 3,565 people dug the story submitted by Geeky Medic. I just realized we didn't read through the stories.
Oh, we didn't. That's right.
Not the stories. We read the stories, but we
like
usually
to
do like a
rehearse them,
read. So
like,
these
before.
these reads are going to be
Just
tough, as it were. So let us.
We have a hard enough time.
we have a hard enough time after we've read through the thing about 4 times. So
All right.
this will be
Good.
very by the hair of our chest. Or seat of our pants, whatever. Our favorite 80s super geek of all things non-techno is back. Check out the Super Bowl ad early. This was I would venture to say, one of the cleverest, funniest Super Bowl ads. I was a little disappointed, as I have been in a couple years past, for the quality of the Super Bowl ads. This one was the one that made the room that I was in with the guys. I mean, I was, at a Super Bowl party, and it was the one that made everybody in the room like, that is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's with Richard Dean Anderson.
MacGyver.
As MacGyver, getting away, using, I think the first thing he does is he cuts the ropes that are tying him with, a tree, the green tree scented car scent thing. And it says, green tree target, car scented thing. And then he does, some other things. It's like pen. This is all this. And then it says, being prepared. I don't know. Fingerprints.
All ours are that.
And then but then it says, being prepared for any situation, priceless. It's a MasterCard commercial. And then it shows him at the checkout in a supermarket with just a pack of paper clips, a rubber band, 2 pens, a popsicle that's been eaten. It's just perfect that MacGyver goes and
He
buys
didn't
all
talk,
this stuff.
though. I wish he would have said something. I don't know. It was a great show, though.
Loved MacGyver.
And the #1 Doug story of the week, actually. A lot of MacGyver fans out there on Dig.
Did you not? A lot of McGovern fans? Did you like the Super Bowl ad?
My favorite one, actually, I was kind of disappointed.
It was a little disappointing. I
But
think it's just too hyped now. But go ahead.
My favorite one was the robots. The two robots that kind of make a baby together. And it turns out to be
Oh,
the
the Hummer?
I thought I was
robot
hoping it
and
was
the-
something
and
better
the
than a
gorilla.
Hummer.
I mean, the like Godzilla and the robot, right?
Right.
And they fall in
right,
love.
right. Yeah, I thought it was a cool ad, but the Hummer was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't like Hummer. I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of the Hummers at all.
Really?
Yeah, well, don't.
Let's move on.
Don't.
Kevin, you heard it here first. Kevin is not a big fan of Hummers.
No. No.
I'm not even.
I'm not
gonna,
even
no,
kidding.
we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We're gonna get on to something that needs not be spoken.
The next story. 1 gigabyte iPod Nano released today. 2,980 people dug this story. Submitted by PTCFAST2. Okay, whatever that is.
Wait, what is it? All right,
I
whatever.
don't know. Okay, it says, well, it seems that the 1 gigabyte Nano is upon us. This explains why the U.S. Apple Store was shut down for the time when this was being written. It seems that the Australian store jumped the gun and uploaded the specification sheet early. So here's the deal. 1 gigabyte Nano. This is pretty big because
Because it's half the size of the crappiest version of the Nano.
no, it's the same size as the Nano. They're all the same size.
I thought you said that the Nano came out in 2 and 4.
Right. Oh no, capacity-wise, yes.
Yeah.
Capacity-wise, it's half the size of the two, obviously. But the price has dropped to $149.
From 199 bucks for
Well, it was
2 gigs?
199 for it was 200 for 2, right? Probably 200 and then
That's
250.
what 199 is.
No. Well, yeah, you're right. 200 for. Oh, I'm trying to think of that. It was 200 for 2.
Because here's the deal.
And then 250
Everybody
for the
got
4.
all super excited about this. Now I'm gonna say, I think the Nano is slick as hell.
Right.
I got one for my girlfriend. She loves it. Jogs with it. They're super duper slick.
Right.
I don't see what the hell the big deal is with half the size of the lowest end size one. I mean, do you think I got my girlfriend the 2 gig one? F no. I got her the 4 gig
Right,
one. Even
everybody's
4
put the-
gigs like nothing. So what do I care that I can spend $50
It's
less?
not for a lot of people don't have that much money to spend on a device like this, and it's a good price point. $149, color screen. You can view your photos. It's a great little device. I mean, the
Yeah.
construction, the form factor, everything is cool about the Nano. I love it. I've had one
I
since
agree.
it came out.
No,
It's
I
been
agree.
amazing. But
I just think if you can afford $149, you can afford $199. It's double the capacity. You know what I mean? Like 500 songs, $240. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see why there's so much hoopla. It seems like Apple can just release, like the iPod poo on a stick, and
people
somehow
get
people are like,
excited.
"Oh, it's a new variation of the same crap." But
It's
it's
just-
good. But good crap. Good crap. I mean, believe me, I
Yeah.
have an iPod video I was watching on the plane.
well, it's just one of those things where at least some people will be able to afford this one if they couldn't afford the $200 or $250 version.
I get that.
Yeah.
And more power to them. And I hope that they enjoy their downloaded
gigabyte.
music.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. That
Next
was
story.
a very bland story. Moving on. Peter Jackson visits Bungie Studios to discuss Halo movie. 700 people dug the story, submitted by Mike Halpin. Actually, Mick Halpin. Could be Mike Halpin. Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings King Kong, visited Bungie Studios, Halo 2 Marathon, boy, that goes back, to discuss ideas for Halo movie, which is estimated to come out in 2007. Now, usually we could give a crap about made from video game movies, although the Silent Hill movie with Michael Biehn or whatever, Michael Bean, not Michael Bean or whatever his name is, that actually looks scary as
I haven't seen the
crap.
trailer for that.
But Doom came and went. That was like
did you see that? I mean,
it was like a wet fart in an elevator. It just
you-
sort of went over badly.
Did you look? Did you watch the movie?
Oh, I watched
Yeah, I didn't. I was gonna Netflix it, but I'm
You
like,
should watch it.
it's not
just-
even worth putting in my queue though.
Well, no, that's true. I don't remember how I got it.
Dan normally has crap like that. I could probably just borrow from him.
It fills its purpose. Like you sit there and you're like, ooh, that's kind of cool. There was like one or two things that was like, oh, that's cool. And then everything else was like, it's just sort of bad acting and
Right.
high blow up ratio. The girl looked hot. You know what I mean?
Fair
Like
enough.
the sister or whatever was cute. But
Yeah.
But anyway, so mainly we usually think these are gonna suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Resident Evil was good. That was a really fun sort of popcorny kind of movie.
Mila.
Mila.
Yes.
She's
enough
got
said.
another one coming out,
I
Ultraviolet.
know. I saw the trailer for
dude,
that.
Yes, I saw the trailer for that, and I was like,
Keith's a big fan of Mila too.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got the double thumbs up.
double thumbs up. He's got,
Keith's got to put like a picture up or two. We got to.
She's just-
He's like, oh yeah, I can make that happen.
yeah, and here's the deal. Like, she's
Yeah.
not quite my type, but I think of the not my type girls, she would definitely be one that I would hop out of my box.
Oh
and get.
yeah. Well, she's just
I mean, my box of girls that I'm interested in.
Of course.
It's so good that my girlfriend doesn't watch the show.
Yes.
That's how I get away with them. I'm like, did you want? Oh, you didn't? Oh, all right. Then I won't apologize. So anyway, so he went because we had reported earlier that he's going to be the executive producer of Halo.
Right.
And I hope that he has a more intricate, involved, relationship to the movie than just I'm the executive producer because, I mean, if you think of like using Weta, the way that they did to make King Kong,
right,
and translate that over to a Halo movie.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
It's going to be great.
I mean, like the Horde coming through, and they're all like generated like the orcs from Lord of the
funny,
Rings.
like when he gets, when he signs on to something, all of a sudden it just gives you that good feeling. It's like it's not going to be
that good.
it's not going to be crap.
No, I know.
So that's a good thing.
Who's that other guy that you ball or whatever? Your ball. Who directed the other stuff? I think it's Yule Ball or something like that.
I don't know.
Anyway, he doesn't give me that feeling. FYI.
Nice. Next story. New sleeping bag means you never have to get out of bed again. 1,000. No, it's not. 1,969 people dug the story, submitted by Ted T. Scope. It says, a great new sleeping bag designed so you never have to get out of bed again. I would also suspect it's great for the freezing mornings when I'm camping and the sun isn't up yet. So this is cool. So
no, it's not.
Hold on. If you take a look at the pictures, it's basically a bodysuit sleeping bag. So it's kind of like you got the little tube legs, but it's like padding around. You look like the Michelin Man almost, kind of.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
You look like Ralphie from A Christmas Story.
Yes, that's exactly
Dude,
what you look like.
I met him the other night.
Did you really?
I swear to God, I went out to my friend's, that comedy thing I was telling you about, my friend's comedy
Ralphie?
thing. Ralphie was there, and also the guy, Scotty, what's his name? The child actor that got into porn. From The Toy. He was in The Toy with Richard Pryor. He was the guy, Thug.
Oh, he got into porn?
Thug. Oh, big time. He was like producing, and then all of a sudden he was like, I could do this, and it was like, oh God.
So what was Ralphie
Sleazy.
like?
Nice, just a dude.
Was he like?
He's like our age.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, maybe younger, but he's a puppeteer now, whatever.
Yeah.
But he seemed nice,
Yeah.
But that's weird that I met him because it was like Ralphie from the freaking.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I mean, yes, it looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I don't know anybody in their right mind that would go, like, especially camping with like chicks.
Yeah, I mean,
be like, I'm just gonna hop in the bag.
No, it's kind of weak.
And like cuddle up, baby. I'm in my sleeping bag.
They show two like couples interrapted or something like that, and
tell me they don't say
it
that.
doesn't work. There's
like a
it's
dual
bag on
zip.
bag.
No,
There's
never good.
nothing happening. So
No, you never want bag on bag action.
so
That's horrible.
anyway, but
How much does it cost?
$7,000. I don't know what
What?
it is. No, it's not that much.
You should say it right there on the thing.
It's a couple
if
$100
you had it open,
I
but
do
you
have
don't.
it open. It's right here. Here we go. Anyway, there it is.
Oh,
See?
that is the stupidest thing I've ever
no,
seen,
it's
Kevin.
not.
It looks like.
See, look at they're
look.
snuggling.
That's two dudes.
No, it's not. You lie.
Dude, look at that picture.
So that's
Anyway, good bag.
Yes.
Yes. Moving on. So get that if you really want to, or you're just a cold person. Gmail adds new chats features. That's worded weird. 2,644 people dug this story, submitted by Metacortex. Gmail adds new chat features. Gmail, Google, people.
Here we go. Hold on. I got a side to this too. This is your opinion and what you think about what's... Go ahead. Okay, so explain to everyone out
Let
there.
me explain the functionality.
Okay, so
Which is anytime now that you log into Gmail,
which is a web-based email client.
web-based email client. Thank you very much for clearing that up for our
Well,
audience.
you don't
No, I hear you.
It's not everybody.
I got you. It now includes an always-on chat feature that is on by default, which means you sign in to chat whenever you open up your Gmail account.
Want to do some communication.
No, I don't.
Okay, keep going.
You know what I mean? I'm reading my email. I don't need people going, oh, Alex just started reading his email. Bloop, 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 bloop. Like, come on. I don't
What
open
did you think
IM
of the
that
hovers?
often.
Like, did you move over the messages in Gmail now? Like, pops up a window. Would you like to have a chat conversation? Would you like to email?
Yes. None of those things. The functionality is already built in there. It's already slick enough. If I want to email somebody, I type in their name, I hit compose, I type in their name, and I'm emailing.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like I'm going to roll over an old email and be like, oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I do want to email him. I'm going to click it. And it's like, ooh, you saved me a click and a type.
You
Right?
know,
I mean, come
well,
on.
here's the deal.
So I turned all the defaults off.
Right, I did too. But here's the thing. I really wish I could talk to someone at Google about some of this stuff. I
Please.
think that they're going about this the wrong way. I
Yes.
think what they're trying to do is they're trying to bundle IM inside of email when
Right.
it should be the other way around. Because if
Oh,
you're
okay.
sending someone an IM that's offline, you want to be able to quickly compose that and turn it into an email.
Right.
So if you're looking to communicate with someone, it shouldn't be like, I was going to send an email, but wait a second, no, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to send this person an IM. I can kind of see where they're going there, but I'd rather have it like, I'm opening up an IM window. Hey, Alex, what are you doing? Blah, blah. I was thinking about checking this. Oh, he's not signed on. Oh, well, I'm going to hit enter anyway. And because he's not online, it's going to go into an email form or something like that to get a hold of you in some other fashion.
Now, that's pretty cool. I'd buy that
Well,
for
I don't know. I just think that, you see what I'm saying, though? It's
I do. And yeah, maybe that's what they thought, where it's like, I want to send information back and forth real quick with, let's say, Prager. Don't know why. Just
Right.
do. And I go to send Prager an email about something, and I see that he's online. Maybe I do click on it and go, oh, he's online. Boop. Bloop. You know, hey, Prager, blah, blah, blah. So I get that might be why they wanted the functionality. But I just feel like it's forced.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think that you can learn a lot by turning something like this live because it's kind of cool.
I'd love to see how many people just instantly
I know
disable
a lot of people are turning it off, but there's something to be learned here. I think that there's some type of integration that can take place, but they haven't nailed it down yet.
Well, here's one of the things. I don't like it when the computer tells me I want to do something.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I want to tell the computer that I want to do something.
So what about
Had
this?
it been a chat feature and it was like, you know, you can choose to be always on when you log into your web server. It's off by default. I have a feeling if it was off by default,
Right.
I would have been more susceptible to it.
Here's an idea. What do you think about this? What if
Shoot.
you're in Gmail
Spitballing.
and you're composing a message
Okay.
and sending it to a friend?
I'm composing it right now.
You hit C and their name comes up, or composing a message.
right, yeah.
You type their name in and it puts in
Yep.
the address bar, but it turns a little icon to green next to their name because you know that they're on IM. So you don't have to have the communication via email. You could just click through to them, then it would open the window and you could have the chat conversation. I think that's a lot better.
That could be better.
That's a better way to
than
go about doing
showing it like on the left, because it's kind of kludgy.
And the
looking on
auto
left,
login
you know what I mean?
is crap because like it auto logged me in and then all of a sudden I had like all these windows from people and it's windows inside your web browser.
Yeah, I know.
So you're like, wait, I'm in a tab of Firefox, but yet there's little mini pop-up windows inside here of my friends, but I can't close my tab unless I eject the chat windows. The whole usability, there's some serious usability issues here, but you know, I don't know. Props to them for trying something new.
Well, here's the deal. Clearly what happened was Google Talk was an atrocity of PR. Nobody's using Google Talk. You know what I mean? Like maybe 5 people.
Right.
So clearly they were like, all right, we like Google Talk. We've spent a crap load of money and time invested in Google Talk. How do we just force everybody who has a Gmail account, which is in the 50 million people or whatever, how do we force them to use Google Talk? And it's like, we integrate. No, that is not what you do.
Well, you have to, if you're
know what
going to
I mean? Like-
integrate, you have to make sure it's useful and not an annoyance to people.
Yes, and right now I think it's a little bit of an annoyance.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be still a very solid, because the other thing is, it's like, don't mess with the one thing you've done right in a very long time. You know what I mean? Like, they're really doing it right, you know? And I don't know, Google, they're on my shit list, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not quite there for me yet. They're doing some
They
cool
just
stuff.
haven't added anything lately, like with the whole Google video thing. Oh,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? That was the worst.
You know, I think it's one of those things that we're going to look back on this whole little era of their experiments, 3 years from now and be like,
Yeah.
that was a hard time for Google.
Yes.
Because I think they're going to get past a lot of this stuff and they're learning a lot. Obviously, a lot of people are like, this is crap. We want you to
Right.
change this. We want you to
Right.
do this. So they're learning, but it's going to take them a while. The whole development process and rolling out, and fixing these problems takes, months, if not years, to get this stuff
Sure.
right. So this
Well,
is
and
going to
some
be
of
a
the
rough
stuff-
time.
Yeah, and some of the stuff, it's not functionally wrong, it's conceptually wrong. You know what I
Right.
mean? So those are really hard to go back to the drawing board and go, okay, this whole idea is crap.
But you got to be able to do that. Otherwise, you're going to be
Well, I
like
mean, look,
Microsoft and then
yeah.
you're going to die.
Well, Microsoft is going to die.
Well, they're doing a lot of things wrong.
Well, that's true, but that's true. But that said, like with the Google video, like you don't own a copy of the video. You own the right to watch the video on your computer online.
I know.
Bad idea.
People don't want that.
Bad idea. All right, moving on.
Yes. Next story. Where am I? Scanning.
2.0.
Firefox 2.0 Alpha 1 comes out Friday. 1,337 people dug this story, and I didn't make that up. It is leaked by Curtis Tompon. That's it. The Mozilla
I love
organization.
that you didn't change the pronunciation any of the 3
Well,
times.
I was looking. I was
Usually
like,
when you do
did
that, it's
I
like...
get that right? And yes, I did.
Yeah.
The Mozilla organization is set to release a public version of their Firefox 2.0 Alpha for public testing this Friday. So by the time you hear this, it'll be out.
Oh.
So download it and give it a try. But they're really pushing hard to, I guess, get this Firefox 2.0 out. You know, they've got a lot of
Does it say
their
what the new
roadmap.
features
Yeah, the
are, or-
roadmap's online,
Oh, yeah. So
and you can kind of take a look at. I wonder if they're keeping. Can I ask you questions about that real quick, Daniel?
Sure.
Are they keeping a lot of that stuff private, like some of the features they plan on rolling out, or is everything on the roadmap?
Everything's out there.
Okay, everything's on the roadmap. All right. So
okay.
Daniel does. He was the designer for Mozilla and some of that stuff. He did
okay.
Mozilla.org and some of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, so everything's out there. So you're gonna know what the features are coming out, and they got a lot of really cool stuff. They're starting to integrate more plugins, and they've got. I mean, go take a look at the roadmap. I wish I had it in front of me. So I
well,
could tell
they
you.
did say that they were going to integrate a lot of the cool functionalities that are usually now left to extensions.
Right.
They're going to start incorporating. Like I know that they said a session saver is going to be incorporated.
That's cool. Keith's excited about that because that's like his
Keith, that's
favorite
me.
plugin.
I'm excited about that. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about a great way to, like, when we're doing Diggnation, back in the back room, you know, doing the stories and stuff, and I've got all the tabs off at the top. Boom, save it as a session saver.
Yeah.
Close it down, walk over here.
That's cool.
Although I could, you know, it's a laptop, I could just walk over here, but.
The other thing I wanted to mention real quick. The other thing is that there's another project. If you're a Mac user, it's called Camino. It's a great browser. It's based on the whole Firefox engine.
Right.
So it's like pretty much the same, but they've written it's all written in like native Cocoa like language on the OS 10, so it runs faster. Blah blah blah. I don't know all the details, but the 1.0 final comes out on February 14th.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's something. Valentine's Day, they're releasing the 1.0 final. So if you're a Mac user, I use it. I like it. It doesn't have the extension support, but I get a lot of that out of my widgets anyway, so I
Yeah.
really don't use a lot of that. But yeah, check it out. If you're a Mac user, it's fast. It's cool. They do some really cool stuff
dude,
there.
I told you, Firefox is so much faster than Safari.
Really?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Haven't you used?
I don't use Safari except for testing. when I'm
Exactly,
doing-
and when you do, like, I was shocked on my G5 how slow Safari was to load. I mean, maybe it's integrated more, you know, better or whatever, but it was a lot like IE on the PC versus Firefox. Like, I would click on something somewhere else and it would launch Safari as the default, and I was like, every time I was like, oh, good God, this is gonna take so long. Of course, it's, you know, what, 10 seconds or whatever, but still, not a big fan. Cool, good to know. Friday, Alpha
And the 14th.
1. That is Friday. Friday's not the 14th.
And the 14th.
And the 14th
Yes.
for the Chumbawamba version.
That's right.
For the Mac. iPod plus iTunes equals Monopoly Suit. This is very interesting. 896 people dug the story submitted by Maverick999. With 80% of the digital music sales, Apple qualifies as a monopoly. Perhaps this case could force them to let users use their music in something other than an iPod. I was blown away at how little fanfare this was. And I really truly don't know why, but the bottom line is that this was actually blogged on eHome Upgrade. This was blogged about. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a blog. This might not even constitute a blog, but there was an article on eHome Upgrade that was put out on February 7th that said that in September there was a very quiet thing that happened, which was a Northern California U.S. District Court judge, James Ware, gave the go-ahead, the green light, to start suing Apple for antitrust because of the fact that they've caused that Apple iTunes, the music that you purchase on iTunes, can only be played on the iPod.
Right.
And that they said that even more to the point was that a while back, Real Networks reverse engineered what was being able to be used on the iPod, started selling their music off of Real Networks in a format that could be read on the iPod, and then subsequently Apple made a software update to all iPods that shut that functionality off.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's called illegal with the antitrust laws. Because their problem is that they have done things that I think any company would do, which is we have a music player, we have a music software, we're going to make them exclusive so that we can make more money.
Right.
Sounds like a good, idea. The problem is that they became so successful with that solution. They own 80% of the online legal download service sales and 90% of the portable digital media hard drive based devices.
Right.
And that said, they're now going to get sued.
Well, I don't think Apple's going to go the distance here. I don't think they're going to really try and fight this. I think when it starts gaining some momentum and if there's
start opening up.
I think they'll probably say, "Oh, well, you know what? We'll allow other players to support our, encryption schema, and like you're allowed to download music and connect to other players." Because
Right.
I mean, they really don't. I don't think they care so much about the iPod. I mean, the iPod will remain proprietary to the music store and not be able to connect to other music stores.
Sure.
But I think they should open up the music store and allow other devices to be synced with iTunes.
Well, it would immediately open up the competition, because I will tell you right now, I know people that buy the iPod simply because there's no other way for them to be able to buy music through the iTunes Music Store and play it anywhere else.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is I don't think it would really hurt Apple all that much if they did so, because
I don't think so.
you have to remember that, like, let's say there's creative goes out there and says, you know what, we can now interface with iTunes. All of
Right.
our players are iTunes compatible. Everyone will go to the iTunes Music Store because it is like the de facto standard for buying music online. Like, everyone loves it. It's a great place. It's very easy to find, new things that you're into.
Well, but
share
here's
your-
the deal. 90% of the market is already doing that.
Right.
Because there's only 10% that's buying any other player.
Well, that's because everything else sucks.
No, it's not true. The only reason that other people do, I think one of the main reasons, it may not be the only reason, but one of the main reasons is, one, that sort of mystique of that Apple madness that people get into. But the second thing is the fact that it connects to the iTunes Music Store, and nobody will argue the fact that the iTunes Music Store kicks ass.
Right.
They did it right.
So
They
here's
did
the question.
it first, they did it fast.
Let me ask you a question. Is the solution then to open up the music store so other devices can connect to it? Or is it to open up the iPod so that the iPod can connect to other music stores out there?
No, I don't think anybody really gives a crap if iPod can be connected to Sony's download music. Sony wants their next generation Sony, hard disk Walkman. Dude, I can't get over the fact that you're drinking Chardonnay.
Where's your other beer?
you're like,
you have one beer and you quit?
Dude, I can't not quit. I'm in the middle of the podcast. I can't walk and go get another one.
Dude, you can walk in.
If anybody, Prager, go get me another beer.
You can't ask Prayer to do that. He's not your man.
Bitch, is that what you're gonna say?
Dan's
I saw it
laughing
on your
there.
lips.
I would have done it, except.
I'm sorry. How about this? How about this?
See,
Prager, how about
said
this?
he's
Prager, would you
insulted
be?
him.
How about this? Prager, would you be kind enough to go get me another beer? That's not me asking, and I don't care if you do or don't. It's up to you. Legally, there's no obligation.
Oh.
I don't know what.
What did he say?
But I think he said something about walking through the shot.
Oh, he doesn't want.
All right, we're off.
Just go grab one.
No,
Prager,
we're
real quick.
look, we're off topic. You're
Oh,
making
Daniel's
Burger
gonna
go
get
get
it.
one.
Daniel's gonna get one there. Oh,
Thank you, Daniel.
Oh shit, he's going over the.
Jesus. That was awesome. So the deal is, I don't think anybody cares about having their iPod play their music. They want in on the iPod market.
Right.
They want to be able to say, look, the Sony Walkman Pro 9er Bravo. Did you put, where's the thing? The
What are
bottle
you talking
opener.
about? Well, give it to Dan.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, there it is.
Will you get it?
No, reach that and get it.
Hold that. Just hold that.
Sorry,
but anyway,
everyone.
So, no, don't apologize for being an ass
Here,
bag.
take your laptop back.
I got the bottle opener, Daniel.
All right. This has been very difficult.
No, it has been a little awkward. Oh, thank you so much. And one for you, and one for you. All right. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Daniel Burke, ladies and gentlemen. Clap, 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 clap.
He's
Clap.
a good man.
Prager applauded, and that's sort of
And
weird.
he's working on Dig
No,
3.0. Yes.
Dip 3.0, everybody.
No, Dig.
Yes, I know. Anyway, but here's the deal. I don't think anybody really cares about having the iPod play their music. I think the deal is that they all want people to be buying their players because they see the iPod is getting so much of a market share because nobody else can interface with such a popular downloading music service.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see if this actually gets kicked off or not. I mean, they've given them the
Think
green
about
light.
this. Think about this. You can have a choice. You buy an iPod Video,
right?
or you buy an Arcos G Mini HD compatible video player with MP3. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to start saying some stuff. Now you got to go, do I want to watch, The Office that I paid for on my little
Arcos.
iPod Video or on
That's
the
cool,
Arcos
though.
G Mini?
That's really cool because it gives me the choice.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why they're getting sued.
No, you're right. I think that they should.
Because if they open up, seriously,
What?
if they open up, I'm not going to get an
But,
iPod Video. I'm going out
I
and get the
understand-
best video hard drive based thing out there.
I think
Because the
it's-
bottom line is that the iPod Video is not the best video player out there.
Well, it's great for everybody too. I mean, it's a win-win for consumers because it's a win for Apple because more people connect to their store.
Exactly.
And it's a win for us because we get to pick the coolest devices that we want to connect to the store.
Yeah, and just think if Arcos hops on it, right? I'm just thinking because they're out of my head, but let's say that happens.
Yeah.
And they say you buy an Arcos G Mini, you get a $30 gift certificate to the iPod. You know what I mean? You go boom, pay $30. You download, what is that, like 5 episodes of Lost or whatever?
I love that you're making up deals for Arcos.
Dude,
like,
do it.
Let's
do
say
it. Do it.
You got
I'm
a $30 gift certificate.
Would you or would you not?
No, dude,
would you or would you
a
not?
Gift certificate is not going to make me buy a portable media
No, but you
player.
would buy it anyway, and then you get the
No.
benefit of being able to download. Oh, you would. You remember that Arcos G Mini 500 that we had on the screensavers? It was hot.
That was cool. Next story. Moving on. That's awesome. You're just like, so.
Here we are.
Okay.
You got $4.
Google testing PayPal killer. They're calling it Gbuy.
That is horrible.
853 people dug this story, submitted by Joe Beats. Gbuy will feature an icon posted alongside the paid search ads of merchants, which Google hopes will tempt consumers to click on the ads. Gbuy will also let consumer stores use their credit card in place of Google. That doesn't make any sense.
I was just about to ask you to elaborate or reread.
Well, here, let me just elaborate a little bit.
Yeah.
So the article basically says that Google is getting ready to launch this new service. It's much like PayPal, in that when you go to buy something, you do it via email. You say, I'm going to actually click through and buy the store. So, I mean, this is kind of cool because there's never been, for a while there, eBay had a competitor to PayPal. What did they call it? What did they call that?
ePal?
No, it wasn't that.
ePay?
It was something really crappy, and they were like, oh, this is, they tried to force it on everyone. Like, if you want to buy items on eBay, you're going to have to use this new payment system. But everyone was using PayPal
Speaking
still.
of which, I'm gonna go to eBay again.
What do you mean you're going to go to eBay?
It's been a long time since I've sold something on eBay.
I just bought a watch on eBay.
Interesting.
It was like a $20 watch. It's
I got two things to sell. Oh, and we got to talk about, I got a new PVR or a DVR.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, let me finish the story.
Yes.
So anyway, big move for Google, going to take out PayPal. This could be good for everyone, though. It's another one of those good for everyone because...
Well, how much? Do you know what the percentage that the PayPal takes?
It's all about the percentage.
Yeah.
And PayPal takes a shit ton. Every time I get a payment, like I sold a VoIP phone and Jay's going to kill me because it was my Christmas gift from Jay. I shouldn't have said that.
That is
But
awesome.
he told me I could sell it if I wanted to. So he bought me this VoIP phone. I'm like, I'm into VoIP, but not that much. So I sold it on eBay, and basically I got the payment. It was like $200 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they take a huge chunk, like a big, it was like $20 or something like that, just gone. And
if Gmail puts it on and really micros the payments.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. We all know this is just going to be good because it's going to force PayPal to drop their rates.
Which is great. Competition. Hello.
And I don't think I'll move over to Gbuy or whatever they call it.
No, but if it lowers
rates of PayPal, then that's just
go Gbuy.
Win. Yeah, win.
Win. And we're talking not the place in Vegas. That's fun though, going to the Win. Halo creator wants to work on the Nintendo Revolution. This is a big deal. 1,001 people dug the story, submitted by Dice Guy. The father of the Halo series, Jason Jones, is extremely interested in working on the Nintendo Revolution, according to the latest issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly. This is a big deal. So the whole concept is that, although, let me rephrase that. I don't realize why this is such a big deal. The father,
You're
basically,
the one saying it's a big deal. It doesn't say anywhere in the story it's a big deal.
No, sort of, because it says that in an interview with Mr. Jones talked about a first-person shooter on the system and some great ideas he's had for it, right? So it definitely says something about the possibilities of a first-person shooter on the Revolution, although I don't know why people assume that you wouldn't get a first-person shooter on the Revolution. There's a first-person shooter for every game console.
But it's not going to be Halo.
Well, no.
There's no way.
Oh, no. Just James, whatever his name is, he doesn't own the rights to Halo.
Jones. Well,
they lost the rights to Halo the moment Microsoft bought Bungie.
Right, so he's like the lead guy at Bungie, right?
He was the guy that created Halo.
I love that. Because he's just like, Microsoft is probably pissed that he's saying this.
They actually said that they wanted to keep the interview private.
See, because...
Now, whether that's true or not,
well, you have to understand something. So here's Jason Jones. I don't know him, never talked to him, blah, blah.
Seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
Halo.
Made Halo.
Right.
Made a lot of money off Halo.
Yes.
Shit ton.
Shit ton. We will call it a shit ton.
I love it that when, he's got enough money now to where he's probably like, I don't care what Microsoft says. I think the Revolution is a cool system.
Right.
I'd like to develop for it.
Sure.
And I think that's cool. This is a very ballsy move for someone that works at Microsoft, because to go against the Xbox 360 and say, hey, I think the Revolution is really cool. I'd like to develop for it.
Yep.
I mean, that's that's not good. Gates gets a little pissed at that kind of stuff.
Yes, but it sounds like this might. I don't know who the blogger here is or whatever. Oh, well, it's on NintendoRevolution.ca. I was going to say, because they said stuff like, well, it's bad enough that they're receiving quite a bit of bad publicity after the Xbox 360 launch. And it's like, well, no, they're not. That's clearly somebody's hyping it up. So maybe this is not as big of a deal. Like, maybe Microsoft didn't try to keep it hidden.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Like, you
we
can
don't
never
know.
tell, because this is obviously a Nintendo fan site.
But the thing about the Revolution is everyone's going to buy one.
They're saying now that the price point might be
$200.
$200.
And I know,
I'd buy it for $200.
I know $200 is a lot of money, but at the same time, it's one of those things where if they come out with some really cool Zelda games and
they are.
Mario Tennis and some of those, I don't know. Last Mario Tennis kind of
Oh, it was
sucked.
pretty bad. Remember we played it?
We
at
tried to
G4?
play it. We were
Oh,
like, yeah, let's give it a try.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You are now going to be able to they just announced that you will be able to purchase all of the old Dreamcast games.
I know. I heard
via
that.
the Xbox Live
I
Marketplace.
saw that on Dig.
Bam.
Yep.
Dude, it is on.
Virtua Tennis.
On.
Yeah, we used to play Virtua Tennis
every day.
when we worked
played.
at G4 Tech TV.
Oh,
We used to play Virtua Tennis all
dude, we
the
were
time.
always in the lobby. They had Virtua Tennis in the lobby.
He used to have the producers they used to pull us off. Remember?
Brentano used to come
Yeah,
over and be
yeah.
like, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, last game. We're
Last
just
game.
coming back. Oh, that was awesome. Those
I
were the
hated that
days.
place.
Well, now you don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
And I will go kick your ass in boxing when we're done. So, anyway, so it could be a big story. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We will, only time will tell, and that time is coming. All right. That's it. Emails. We stop jinxing me, you bastard. Speaking of jinx, go buy a t-shirt. How great was that transition?
That was good.
All right.
All right, so let's do that right now, since you've transitioned into the Jinx thing.
Yes.
We started last week
yes.
with showing if you buy a Diggnation t-shirt
Yeah.
at jinx.com/Diggnation, that's JINX, we're going to feature it on the show. If you take a picture of yourself with your shirt
and submit it to Jinx,
and submit
or
it-
send it to our email
send to our
address,
email, which is dignationfans at gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Yeah, send that. And so we're going to put up a picture of this week's winner, which is a guy with his dog.
Yeah, that's actually fun. What is it?
His name is Jedi Nate.
Jedi Nate, and his dog is
He says,
Puppy.
even the puppy likes to listen to Diggnation. It's a picture of him. He says, my
Cool.
user profile is dig.com/user/Jedi Nate. So
Thank you, Jedi Nate.
check out his stories. He seems like a nice guy and
He's
cool
got a
dog. Not a big fan of the drapes behind him, but
Well, it's okay.
yeah.
Not everybody can be drape
right.
fashionable.
All right.
So anyway, that's great. Now on to emails. This one was one that I wanted to read from Scott. It says, hey, Kevin and Alex, a couple episodes ago, Alex mentioned the story of a restaurant in Fresno that was sued for playing copyrighted music. On the podcast, Alex mentioned that this story was near and dear to his heart because it was out of Fresno. Out of curiosity, is Alex from Fresno, or does he have any relatives in the area? I'm curious because for the past 7 years, I've lived and worked in a town about an hour south of Fresno. Keep up the good work. It's nice to have a podcast that makes hearing about geek news headlines fun.
Cool.
So thank you, Scott. Actually, my girlfriend was born and raised in Fresno, California.
Okay.
And so I had never heard of Fresno, California until about 3 years ago, and now I've been going up there. Her stepfather has a ranch up there, and we go up there every once in a while and see her folks. So she's from Fresno, so I've been there more times than I care to.
Do you ride horses?
say. I do ride horses.
Okay, interesting.
Good to know.
Learn something
And that's
new.
why I will probably enjoy the Princess Wind Waker or whatever, because you ride a horse. Although, did you watch, have you played Cameo on the Xbox 360 yet? What?
You ride horses. That's awesome. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
Have you played Cameo for the Xbox 360?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Downloadable or no?
No.
Okay.
But at one point you ride a horse. So that's all I had.
All right.
Good time.
Another
Shall we do?
email? Is that it?
Yeah, we could do another email. How about Matthew Trapp emailing us? Hey, I remember in some earlier episodes you both talked about how you used to like to skate. I'm really curious if you guys are any good. I know you're both quite busy, but how often do you get to skateboard nowadays? Where are your favorite places to do it? And finally, what would you say is your best trick? Matt. I haven't skated. I was a huge skater all through growing up, all through high school.
How far did you go, though? At what point did you quit skating?
College.
Who were your favorite skaters growing up?
Roddy Mullen.
That's
Dude,
my
that
favorite.
was my freaking boom.
I have a picture of me with Rodney Mullen when I'm like 10 years old, and I'm standing next
Yeah.
to Rodney Mullen. He's signing like my skateboard.
Yeah.
And he's like probably 16 or something like
Oh,
that.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, man, I used to.
Well, I told
love
you that I
Mullen.
did that. They had that demo, and I was skating around on that demo, and I did an Ollie Impossible right in front of him, and he was like, "Nice," and I was like, "Dude!" I had to just contain.
You know,
my
it's so
stuff.
sad to me because like if people that know skateboarding at all, and
Yeah.
I know this is very few, but Tony Hawk obviously is like the main guy. Everyone thinks like Tony Hawk, blah blah.
He's just a ramp skater.
He's a ramp skater, and
He's
people
not a street skater.
don't recognize that Rodney Mullen is like the father of so many
dude.
of the tricks that like we consider to be like
Well,
cool
he was the
nowadays.
real reason why, because it used to be like, we were just talking about this. It used to be like the freestyle skaters with those
Right.
long flat boards,
Right.
and then
The skinny little boards.
and the vert skaters. You know
Right.
what I mean? And then they melded together. And Rodney Mullen was one of the people. He used to be a freestyle skater and used to be doing like all this sick like handstands and spins and stuff.
I wonder if we can do that whole like 6 degrees from separation thing. Does anybody out there know Rodney Mullen? If you do,
Oh, dude, text Diggnation fans at
Add-
gmail.com
and put in Rodney Mullen in the subject. I mean, I would
I
give
would
anything to meet this guy.
kill to meet Rodney
That and
Mullen.
Dr. Weil. I would like
Whatever.
to meet him too. He's good.
Rodney Mullen. But yes, so I would say
She's shaking her head.
I would say we don't skateboard very often because of the fact that we just haven't. I still have my board in my.
What was the best trick you could ever
closet.
do though?
I'm gonna say a varial late kickflip.
Nice.
Yeah, or my Ollie Impossible. Those are both big things. I was a huge Ollie person. For some reason, I was
you
very
do trash
springy.
cans
I
and
could do
whatnot?
trash cans,
Oh,
like
that's not
up
bad.
and sitting up and down. I could go.
I was
trash
like kind
cans.
of a gap person. I did a lot of gaps.
Oh, gaps are fun.
Yeah, the most I ever did was like probably 8 or 9 stairs.
That's good.
But I couldn't really do any tricks over 8 or 9 stairs. It would just be an
Well,
ollie.
yeah, those are the ones where you're
But
just like, dear Lord, let me survive.
I could do an impossible over like 4 stairs, and that would be about it.
That's pretty good though.
It was all right. I wasn't the best. I mean, obviously, I wasn't like sponsorable or pro or anything.
Right,
but
yeah.
you know, I skated. It was probably one of my most favorite things to do growing up. So
Dude, it was all I did. And by the way, Tahoe, Reno Tahoe, we're gonna be snowboarding. So that's our new our new choice. Although I need to go get my bindings fixed because I broke.
That's
when I was
coming
on
up.
the
We're gonna
chest.
let you know all the details on that. Do we have that today or no?
No.
No. Okay. So we'll let you know all the details. We really want everyone that can make it to come out and snowboard
Yeah,
with us. Like
dude,
we'd
why not?
love to have like
and
50
that Texas
people come
Hold'em
out.
competition with
Oh,
us.
it would be great.
And then maybe a land park.
March 23rd.
March 23rd.
So if you're free March 23rd, reserve that date because come out and meet up with us that weekend.
Yeah.
We'll be snowboarding and having a good time
It's gonna be fun.
on the slopes.
We'll have more info as it happens.
Yes.
So to speak.
Let's get through the sponsors.
Private domain registration from GoDaddy.com is a smart thing to do. Why? We don't know. But when you register a domain, your contact information is immediately made available to anybody who wants to see it. But you register with GoDaddy.com and select private registration to make your contact information private. Plus, as a Diggnation listener, which you are, enter code DIG, that's D-I-G-G, when you check out and save an additional 10% on any order. Get your piece of the internet, GoDaddy.com.
Yeah, it's nice that it's like people don't have to go to GoDaddy and buy domains anymore. They can just come to us because you're going to get a discount no matter when you listen. So that's awesome.
Yeah, oh, dude, totally. And plus, the GoDaddy people are great.
Yeah.
And we need to
are
run
cool.
some of the commercials that they said that they were going to give us some commercials,
Some of the ones that couldn't air.
the ones that they couldn't air.
You know what's funny when they did
I
this?
was shocked that they aired the one.
When they had that Super Bowl ad,
Yeah.
I went to GoDaddy.com and it wouldn't come up. Like they were hammered so hard.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I waited a couple minutes. I went back and it's like see more at the website. I couldn't find like the more because like the straps started to pop off and then there was nothing else. It was kind of disappointing.
Oh, I don't think that's what they meant by more.
We wanted you to buy domains or something. I don't know.
No, but like, hey, here's other. You gonna do the Cashfly one or?
Yeah, I don't have that on my screen, but you can pull it
You've
up.
got to freaking write this crap down, bitches.
Cashfly, they do really cool stuff, including the handling of all Diggnation distribution. Go to cashfly.com/Diggnation and use the coupon code Diggnation when you sign up, and you'll get the first month absolutely free.
Dude, I love that we can bring so much fun stuff to our people.
Well, the thing is like if you're going to be distributing any files, big files online, Cashfly is the place to do it because
Yes.
that's how you're able to download us.
This is true.
All right, anything else?
Yes, TradePub. Visit diggnation.tradepub.com. This is the free technology magazine subscription and technical document downloads. It's the only place on the web to get free subscription to the popular Dr. Dobbs Journal, only through February. So check it out. We've talked about it before. I've done a bunch of free ones and all that stuff.
Yeah, I get eWeek from them.
Yes.
It's nice to get free subscriptions.
Dude, yeah, free
Free
anything's
magazine.
awesome. So my PVR.
Yes.
Or my DVR.
Keith, are we good on time? We're good.
Perfect. So,
All right, so-
real quick, I'll just tell you this.
Yeah, this is not
yeah.
Diggnation related, but go ahead.
No, it's not. But so you had the DVR through Comcast, and you thought it sucked.
It did suck, yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
updated
so-
it, and it still kind of
It
sucked.
still sucked. So I didn't want to buy one. I had a Replay TV. I was fine. I wasn't
enough.
getting high definition recording, but whatever. And then it was actually Brentano. He upgraded to high definition TV.
Our friend, yes.
Yeah, and he had like a high definition TV, but just was getting the standard cable. And finally was like, I'm going to upgrade to the regular cable. And they were like, well, there's an offer now with a free DVR upgrade. But guess what company does the interface and stuff?
Adelphia.
Moxie.
Moxie.
Do you remember Moxie?
No.
They were the best in CES, like in 03 or
I
04
do
with that
remember that.
awesome media center.
Okay.
They're now developing the DVR for Adelphia.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's this kick-ass high-definition DVR built-in, dual tuner, record
Moxie,
2 shows
huh?
at once.
MOXY.
MOXY. No, MOXI.
MOXI, okay.
Dude, it is freaking the bomb. I love it. It's
So this
the
is-
hard drive capability. Yeah, dude, check that interface
the interface
out.
looks pretty cool.
Oh, dude, the interface is dope. Once you get it, once you figure out how to work the interface, it's like a dream. All the shows that are currently on are listed in
damn,
this
that
like
looks
circular
good. That
thing.
looks really
and then
good.
this is what's on next, so you can just scoot over and go down and go up and down. Dude, it is freaking on. My only one this isn't too great is that there's no, just like any other rented DVR, there's no real expandability, and I think there's about 15 hours of high definition, but the compression's really great. I mean, there's crazy live stuff.
You know what they need to
really
do?
good functionality.
You know what they
Look
really
at-
need to
dude,
do?
Look at that. Isn't that slick?
Yeah, it's the interface here from I just typed up the website and
Yeah.
the interface came up. It looks amazing.
That's the freaking thing right there.
But I'll tell you what, TiVo really needs to license their technology to like Comcast.
Oh, they should. I don't see why
because
they
they're going
don't.
to die because companies like this are going to blow them out of the water.
Dude, this is so slick. Plus, it's built in. I mean, it's basically like what TiVo has with the Direct TiVo, but it's for Adelphia. You know what I mean? Now, my
Yeah.
only drawback is that Adelphia in my area really blows on high definition content.
Right.
They're really dragging their feet. They don't have HDNet. They don't have TNT in HD. They don't have Warner Brothers or WB in HD. They don't have it. So I only get like 6 or 7 HD channels, but I get the main channels.
Yeah.
Dude, this
The
thing is so
interface looks
slick.
amazing.
Dude, next time you're over, I'll show you. It's
Nice.
super slick. But they have like DVI out,
they have the Moxie
optical
button
out,
too?
Moxie button.
Nice.
You hit Moxie and it's like all sorts of stuff.
I don't know
out.
what that does. I just
Yeah.
like, nice.
Moxie
Who
button.
knows what it does?
And it's got some cool functionalities. I was coming from the Replay TV days, so there was a lot of functionalities that were lacking in the Replay TV.
Right.
So like if you're watching live TV, anytime you want, you just hit the back button and it'll automatically start whatever program is currently airing
Right.
at the beginning of the program. So like you show up and you're like, oh, this looks interesting. Hit back and you watch the program from the beginning. And then also you can hit record and it'll record not only from what you're watching on, but everything that show has been
And this
has
has
been aired.
and this has 2 tuners, right? So you
Has 2 tuners
that's
built
nice.
in.
That's cool.
So you can do either record and live watching, or you can just record 2 things at the same time.
I hope Comcast, because the thing that sucks about
Dude,
San
I know.
Francisco is we only have Comcast here.
Yeah.
We can't get Adelphia.
Dude, I knew as soon as I saw, and as soon as I went over and saw Brentano's, I was just like, oh, dude, because I had been waving against it because of the fact that they usually suck.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I saw that it was Moxie that did the interface and stuff. I was
Nice.
like, yeah, that's gonna be good.
That's good.
So I kicked.
So the
crap
replay's
out of it.
dead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably put the replay up on eBay. And then I also found like a box full of old. Do you remember? Oh, you came inside. Do you remember Misfit Toys? Oh no, this was way back in the day. I used to be in this improv troupe called Misfit Toys, and I found a box in my closet that had like 150 Misfit Toys T-shirts.
What are you gonna do? Just put them on eBay?
Put them on eBay.
Is anybody gonna buy that though?
I don't know. I'll put them up for like $1.
Nobody's
And
gonna buy that.
I don't know, dude. It's,
Well, now they will because you mentioned it on the show.
well, but dude, getting it out of my closet would be nice. It's a freaking giant box
Yeah.
of T-shirts.
I gave Prager a bunch of my crap to sell on eBay. I was like, dude, I'll give you like 50%. Just sell it. Because
Oh, really?
I
Prager,
could,
you up for that? Huh? You want
it's
some?
my old modded Xbox. What else is it?
Oh, I have an Xbox I gotta get rid of, but I think I might just sell it back because I have 3 now. I have the 360, a modded Xbox, and a regular Xbox.
Yeah. Time to wrap.
Anyway, that's it. We gotta get going.
All right.
thanks for
well,
that little,
thanks for joining
interview.
us.
Yes, I am
this-
Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. You can check out our articles, everything that we've dug this week on Dig. So go to dig.com/users/Diggnation. You'll see all the articles there that we've dug for this week's episode and all the episodes that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, all of them.
Also, check out the stuff that I dig on a daily basis because I come up with some really cool tech stories. So if you're looking for tech news, go to dig.com/users/Kevin Rose or just the homepage.
Yeah, and you can check out the stuff that I dig throughout the week, although a little bit more sparingly. I don't know why, but that's digg.com/users/Alex Albrecht. Thank you so much for listening. This is Diggnation. We will see you next week.
Booyaka shop.
Booyaka.
How was your weekend, Davis?
Actually, sir, I spent most of mine here. I had an idea to hide Bud Lights all around the office, you know, give the employees a little morale booster.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
I guess the savages didn't find all of them.